Hey, your friend Michael here, and today we're going to be discussing how to get over your shyness and learn how to talk to people. And if you're shy, watch this video in its entirety. I've never been more confident on a subject in my life, largely because I know how painful it is, and I know how hopeless I felt just years ago. 24 years old, living with my parents, spending just about every single night looking up at the ceiling fan and thinking, I'm stuck. If you never know what to say to people, and you don't know how to talk, how are you ever going to make friends, get dates, get a job? But I've learned it's largely a communication issue. Not with other people necessarily, largely right here. If you have a faulty approach and you're using the wrong strategies on how to progress and learn how to have the confidence to talk to people, you're going to be stuck the rest of your life. This may not be a phase. But no need to worry. I don't know how many tips I'm going to be discussing today. I'm not going to be editing this. I'm just going to share from the heart everything that I've learned throughout the years on how to get over shyness. The first being creating doubt. Think back to the first time someone called you shy. It's probably when you were a young kid, maybe from your mom or a dad, your teacher. They looked at you, you're quiet, you're looking around, maybe just observing the other classmates, when you got the shy label. Now the problem with this label is that you got all the negative associations that come with being shy. A person who's shy doesn't have confidence. They may be insecure. They slouch. They don't make eye contact. They feel like they don't belong. They feel awkward. They feel strange. And it goes on and on. These are all negative emotions, negative ties that make you feel bad about yourself, make you feel stuck. Start to believe that you may be lying to yourself. This whole entire time, you might just be an introverted person. A person who likes to listen, who likes to observe. There's nothing wrong with that. But my friend, being shy and being introverted are different. Shyness is lacking confidence. You can be extremely confident and be an introvert. I consider myself introverted. So let's create that doubt that this might not be true. It might be something that you've told yourself or people have told you year in, year out, and it's not even true. Next one being the miracle scale. We have to learn to quantify where you are right now in order to move you up a notch and move you where you'd like to go. I learned this from the book Switch, one of my favorite books. I'll leave a link in the description below. But they discuss this idea of a miracle scale. So let's do it right now. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the shyest person in the world, 10 being the life of the party, where do you fit in? My friend, don't say negative 500. Be serious. 1 to 10, where are you right now? Here's the problem. You can't quantify where your shyness is, and you don't even know where you want to go, so you are stuck. So let's just use an example. Let's say that you're 2 out of 10. Maybe you have some close friends in your life. You can talk with them on certain subjects with confidence, but people in class, the opposite sex, most people that you don't know yet, you're shy. You don't know what to say. So you're at a 2 right now. So the goal isn't to go from 2 to 10 right now. The goal is to make progress, to move up incrementally by 1. So ask yourself, I don't know if you labeled yourself a 2, a 1, a 4, a 5, whatever it is. Ask yourself, and write this down. What would moving up a notch look like? What would it mean to be from a 2 to a 3? And put a detail in there, something that you could actually do right now. Maybe a 3 is a person who, when they don't know something, they ask a question. When they don't know where the toothpaste is in the grocery store, they ask the cashier where it is. Or when they go into a doctor's office, they say something to the receptionist. This is so powerful because once you know what it means to move up and you do it, you go from a 2 to a 3. You gain hope, you gain confidence, and you realize that you're not stuck where you are. And that's why it's a miracle, because you believe that you have no hope, you're stuck, you don't think you'll ever get over it. But then you create some doubt. You start to believe that maybe if I work at this, maybe if I keep moving up each and every day, working to get better, that I could be where I'd like to be someday. So use that miracle scale. And don't go from 2 to 10. Just go to 2 to 3. Go from 4 to 5. Go to 6 to 7. And before you know it, a year may go by and you may be at 10 out of 10. Here's another thing I found so helpful. Picture a shy person coming up to you. This is how I was years ago. Hey, How was your weekend? Really, imagine someone coming up to you like that. What goes through your mind? It's not, they're a loser, get away from me. It's, what am I doing to intimidate this person? How can I make them feel more comfortable? Why don't they have confidence talking to me? You're distorting reality. Maybe you're like me and you think every single person you go up to, you're just trying to say something nice. They'll say, go away, loser. What's wrong with you? What's your problem? But no, people are empathetic and sympathetic. They'll want to open up. They'll want to feel whatever's necessary to get you to relax, to realize that they're not a threat to you. So just imagine a shy person coming up to you and how you would handle it, and realize that's just about how everyone will handle you. Next, do something that gets your geek on. And what I mean by this is maybe there's certain topics that you're just super excited about. I know years ago that I was super into fantasy football. I knew all the stats, I knew all the running backs, quarterbacks, I knew how to draft a team, set up a fantasy league, all these things. And when you find yourself in situations where you can get your geek on, when you feel confident about a subject, it creates a sense of doubt of saying, look, I know what I'm saying right now. There's no stuttering, there's no mumbling, I have confidence. I just need to learn how to transfer this to other areas. So find moments where you're very comfortable in things, just to create that doubt in yourself to say, look, I'm not stuck being shy forever. There's certain things that I'm very proficient at and I'm confident right now. It's just a matter of transferring things over. And here's how you'll transfer it over. Now this is a belief I believe you just need to hold inside because it'll work wonders for you. I started to tell myself that if I am genuinely interested in the other person and I'm not looking to get anything from them, just to show that I want to be a friend, I care for them, that I'll find all the words. I'm doing it in this video right now, and I did it years ago with talking to people when I was shy. All of a sudden, I knew what to say. I would ask about their weekend, ask how they're doing, ask about something they're passionate about, and it would flow. And what's amazing is when people can sense you're genuinely interested in them and you care about them as a person, they open up. They want to keep the conversation going because people like talking with people who care about them. So just tell yourself, I'm genuinely interested in people, I'm not looking to get anything from them, and I know by doing this, all of the words will flow. So that's the power of interest. And here's another thing. Here is what I did to get over shyness. I started to realize that if you don't reward yourself for making progress, no matter how far behind you are in life, you're probably not going to do it. It's always going to be a painful experience talking to people, and you're always going to put it off for a birthday that has a 5 at the end of it, for January 1st or your next birthday. You'll never do it. The key is changing the painful experience you have of approaching people now and link it to a pleasurable experience. It's no longer perfection, it's progress. Thinking about that miracle scale, what it means to move up a notch and start doing something right now. And I remember thinking years ago, this was back in August of 2014, I had it. I need to get over this. I'll never forget that Monday morning, August 2014, I walk into a Walgreens, and this woman, probably in her early 30s, was Wendy. And I said, today's the day. I'm doing something, I'm making progress. This is a challenge I'm making to myself. I don't have to do this, I want to do this. And I asked her how her weekend was. And it wasn't eventful. I mean, it was just a small interaction. But when I walked away from that counter, I felt so good. I was pumping my fist like Tiger Woods, thinking, that was so hard for me, but I did it. There's hope. I'm starting to gain confidence. But that's all I have to do today. I just wanted to talk to one person. And that was my mindset. I just wanted to talk to one person and then add each one the following day. So the next day, I wanted to talk to 2. And it was a little bit tricky because I would go to the gym and the receptionist that I planned on talking to was my age. She was very attractive. But again, I just wanted to make a social interaction. Just said, hey, how's your morning going? Again, uneventful, but it felt good, making progress. And then number 2 was this big muscular guy. I asked him I don't even know what it was. Again, it doesn't matter what it is, it's just making social contact when you feel uncomfortable. But after those 2 people, I said, yes, I cannot believe this. I never would do something like that. Look, there's hope for me. I can progress, I can grow, I can change. And I carried this idea of adding one person extra each day. I did it for about 4 or 5 days, and I remember feeling so addicted to talking to people, to showing that I cared about them, to learning about their lives, to making friends, to getting dates, to creating so many opportunities for friendship, that maybe 6 or 7 days in, I remember going into a Walmart and I talked to 51 people. It's odd that I'm keeping track of that, but when you don't have any hope, when you're 24 years old and you're still living with your parents and you never talk, it feels like a miracle. My friend, I don't know if one video is going to be enough for us, but I will say applying all these ideas and taking action right now changed my life. People think that I'm confident, and I've had people come up to me and say, "What are you doing to be able to talk effectively to people?" Can you imagine someday you making a video on how to be not shy, to overcome it? It seems like a miracle. It seems impossible, but I'm telling you, if I can do it, you can do it. I'll leave some detailed notes in the description below, some things I might have missed out, or things that I felt could have been elaborated better. But again, I wanted to speak just from the heart, unedited. You saw some blips in there. It's okay. Life is not about being perfect. It's about making progress. And if I can help you out in any way, leave a comment below, and I'd love to answer your question. If you want more videos like this, subscribe to my channel today. Hit the bell notification so you don't miss anything. This is your friend, Michael, inspiring you to learn, laugh, and love. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope this video was helpful, and I can't wait to see you in the next one.